And we're recording. Diamond Tribe, what's up? Look who we have. We got Myrna in the house. We're grateful for you to be on this call tonight. I'm angry at my team for not being on here with you, but they'll be watching this later. We've got a lot of mommies and East Coasters, but even though Trish made it, but whatever to the rest of you. Anyway, I'm just going to let you take it from here, Myrna, and I'm here if you need me, but go, right. Go girl.
Okay, so like I said, I had it all written out, but let's just speak from the heart. So a little background that you guys probably already know. I didn't start off to be a coach. You guys know I started to lose weight after a year of battling with depression and things like that, and body images and crying for a whole year. And I happened to come across a post from Elizabeth about 21-day fix, and I jumped on it because I'm also avid. I was a yo-yo dieter, tried everything one time, legal, illegal, whatever. So she sold me very quickly on the challenge pack, and I started it. And I stressed for a whole week, and I did really, really good. And I fell in love with the challenge group, and I fell in love with her. And I did really, really good, and I dedicated myself. I had fun with the program, and I was sharing with everybody and their mama everything I was doing. And I did good, and so I immediately jumped again. And I did another round, and about 6 weeks in, Elizabeth approached me and told me, like, you are sharing with everybody. You're pretty much coaching. Like, you're, you know, and she told me a little bit about it, and I did jump into it. I didn't even think about it. I was like, yes, I'll do it. You know, I was balls out. And then I got
already doing it before you even attempted to coach, right? You were already.
Oh, she told me, like, what did she say? She's like, well, we can talk. And I said, no, I know 4 girls that I can sign up tomorrow. Like, they'll do it. Because I've been telling them about, like, no, I just want to go. Mm-hmm. So she's like, okay, boot camp this. But I was like, but how do I do it? Like, tonight, I'm going to enroll them today. And I did. I enrolled my coworkers and some of my friends. And just life-changing. I loved it. I loved it right away. Put them in the group, started coaching them. I kept sharing my journey. And then people just started coming to me and asking me about what I was doing. I would share all the programs I was doing. I was sharing my weight loss. And I honestly didn't even promote too much. I was just sharing. And I started getting messages from a lot of people. So I kept inviting. And like second weekend, I had like 11 challengers. And by then she's like, okay, time to spread your wings. You're running your own group. And I was like, shit, like, OMG, I have to do that. So she helped me. And I think it was good being a jumper because I was like, well, I got to do it. Like, these girls, they believe in me. You know, they signed up with me. I have a responsibility to do it, you know, with them. So the coaching, I fell in love with it. It was a little crazy. Time management was something I had to work on. You guys know I work full time. I worked weekends, 2 kids, you know, 4-year-old and my baby. And I'm a wifey. So time management is hard in the beginning, still is. I think for everybody, I don't think we ever really have the solution for it. We're kind of all over the place, right, coaches? But it worked for me. I made sure I made time for myself to continue my workout because I wanted to be true product of the product, and I wanted to be legit and not just coach people, but focus so much on that I wasn't taking care of myself. I wanted to keep, you know, doing my journey and sharing and stuff. So I make sure I always prioritize myself. And then my challengers, some of my struggles in the beginning, I still struggle, is recruiting coaches. I was really nervous to recruit people to actually work the business. So what I kind of started concentrating was just recruiting like challengers, people that didn't want anything to do with the business, but I really, really worked a lot with them in the group. And that is where my rockstar coaches have developed without even knowing it. I gave them my heart and soul and built these awesome relationships. And I had them engage in all the things that I like to do that, you know, Elizabeth, we did in the group. I duplicated it with them. And before you knew it, they were freaking little rock stars in the group, and a couple of them approached me. So I came to the decision that I'm not a good recruiter of coaches, but I'm a badass coach with my challengers. And I focus more now on working with them and the rock stars, just helping them. And it seems like they seem to come to me, like they love what I do. They're really positive, and I love it. So I do really focus a lot on the challenge groups. I've gotten more comfortable with approaching people. I just approached somebody at the pizza place. It's pizza, my son's, celebrating kindergarten. But I'm really confident now in that. So I am more comfortable. The girl at the register had a nice little hot body. And I started talking to her, and I'm like, hey, you look like you work out. What do you do? She started telling me. I told her what I did. I gave her my name and my number. I told her to look me up. She's young, and I know people that live that life. This is something that would be amazing for them to earn income and stuff like that. So I'm thinking more outside the box, talking to moms that want to get healthy, telling them about how they don't have to be. I always tell everybody that I invite that I coached only 10 pounds into my 40-pound weight loss. I think that's so important for them to know that you don't have to be like fit off the bat, because I wasn't, and I was still confident. I was a little chubby bunny. At the time I was still a little Gordon, but I was so happy that everybody believed me, because they knew that I was happy, confident in what I was sharing. I knew the program. I followed it to a T. I was true product of the product, drank my Shakeology every day, and they trusted me. So I think a lot of that is what helps me. I'm excited to share with you guys. It showed up on 1-star qualifying today. So yes, it showed up on my.
Oh my God, congratulations!
I looked at my thing. I'm like, what the heck? I don't even know how that works or what. And I was like, OMG. So a lot of what I've done, duplication, I pass it on to my coaches. I tell them, don't focus so much on selling. Focus on your passion for what we're doing and share it with your challenger, share it with everybody. Don't be a salesperson. I don't like doing a lot of salesy things. Like, I'm not one to post pictures of 21 Day Fix. It's just not me.
God bless you.
I don't, it's never worked for me. I feel like I have to keep sharing what I'm doing. I feel like it's all about relationships with the coaches. I have great relationships with my coaches, like amazing. Like, we just BS. We're a team. They see me as their leader, but they also see me as a teammate. I want them to feel like they can lead too and share ideas. I don't want to, just take over. So we trust each other. And that's really, really been, I think, what's helped me with challengers and everything is I'm pretty open on Facebook. I share my story a lot. I share about my depression. I share about my weight loss. I remind people, that it's possible to make a lifestyle change in or an outer if you commit. I don't BS. I tell a lot of my people, you have to give 100%. It's not a magic pill or a shake, what we take. It requires work. And I encourage and support everybody that is ready to do it. Anybody that's willing to commit, I give my heart. I mean, I stay up sometimes probably way too late responding to people in my challenge groups. I try to morning, noon, and night. After I work out, I jump in and I greet all my sunshine crew. Midday on my lunch break, I do that. And then my night owls at night, I jump in again. I make sure I check in with them. People that don't post as much, I don't know if you guys have that, but I have a lot of people that are not as active. I make sure I check in with them weekly and make sure that they're enjoying it. I don't know if they just don't like my group, so I ask them straight out, do you want to be in here? And a lot of people just don't do it. So I learned to kind of figure out who those people are, and I have a little calendar and I check in with them like once a week. Like, I know you're not going to post, that's good, but I just want to make sure you're doing okay, because these girls are loyal. They drink Shakeology every month. So I make sure not to forget them, because it was easy to forget them sometimes. They're not as active in the group at all. And then I have girls that are posting like 3-4 times a day, so that's something that I've been trying to work on the ones that fall off, to make sure that I'm still taking care of them how they want to be taken care of, because not everybody is the same. For sure. And what else? I don't know. You guys have any questions? My challenge groups, you asked me about that. I love my challenge groups. My challenge groups are fun. I try to make everybody engage every day by giving them homework, which is a sweaty pick, asking them a question, whether it be sharing goals or talking about nutrition, recipes. It's like every day. I incorporate prizes. I reward the ones that do really, really well engaged by its participation. They get points for participating in the task of the day, doing sweaty pics. They post motivational quotes on their wall and they tag me. That's how they earn. So the ones that really, really go out, I reward them and I give them different things depending. Sometimes we do Wacky Wednesdays, you know, best plank, and they love it. They love it because they feel confident. Not everybody wants to do that, and I can see that's how I can spot the rock stars, the ones that start sharing. Even though they may not be where they want to be, all of a sudden they'll bust out this flex, you know, and it's because they're excited and they want to share it. So I feel it's really important to get people to feel confident, and by doing things like that, it's helping them without them even realizing it, them able to share something they wouldn't do before. So I love it because for me, that was something I shared all the time. And as I kept doing it, I felt more confident. I felt beautiful. And I just want all the girls to feel that way in the group. I just think it's fun. So my challenge groups are something that I work a lot on. I do have my coaches co-coach with me now. Some of my girls have flown and they're running their own. But some of them we split up, you know, so I don't want them to feel like they get bored too, like hearing me every day post something. Yeah. So we'll alternate, and we'll do, we always post welcome videos. We always give everybody a brand new day one. I've kept it in the same group, but I clean it up. I like wiped out the whole group, all the comments, changed the name of it, changed the background. So they all feel like they have a new chance, because not everybody gets it right every round. You have people that struggle a lot. So I will always want them to feel like they have a new chance to start over. So it is important for me to like start a new challenge group every month, whether it be, you know, just make it feel like a brand new opportunity to give it another go. What else do I do in there? Videos. I love me my videos. I'm always posting. The girls love video recipes, so I will post some video recipes of me, whatever I'm making. I do random motivational, at least I like to do towards the end of the weekend when I know people struggle, just to remind them to stay strong, you know, remember their goals. I love to do Monday motivation. So every Sunday or Monday, right before we start, I like to kick them in full gear, because I feel if you start strong, you'll stay strong all week. So we do motivation all the time. And I encourage my coaches as well to post for their challengers to be leaders. And they post motivational as well. What else? I don't know. Do you guys have any questions? I can go on and on.
Gosh, you gave us some really awesome stuff. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's something I was going to ask you, actually. So you actually went over it, but do you start a new challenge every month, or do you keep adding? So you delete all of the comments and everything?
You know what? I was starting one every month, but then it got weird with the groups, because they had to accept the invite. So some people wouldn't see the notification and they thought they weren't being added. Like they'd have to click it to jump into the group. Yeah. So I felt bad because some people got left out. So this is the first time, but it was so easy because I do 21 days. Just throughout Sunday, I would just delete. I do have, I do a basic prep week, and I have all my prep weeks saved in Evernote. That I never change. So I copy and paste. I talk about equipment. I talk about, for 7 days, it's nothing but prep. I talk about, most of my people do 21-day fix to start. And then from there, they branch out to other exercise programs. So I make sure I post videos on the group. Yep. The returners just start switching programs, but they pretty much all have done 21-day fix the first time. So I post Container 101. I always do a Container 101 to give them a little information on the containers, make sure they know their calorie targets and all that. Basically to prep them in the group. You know, it's easier to prep 40 people. We have like 90 people in our group right now. It was crazy, and we keep adding new people. So we do a prep week, make sure they know what equipment they're having. On Sunday, we do the introductions. I'm sure you guys do that too. What else do we do? Gosh, I don't know. So this month I did change it, though. I kept the same group, but I just deleted. Stayed up on Sunday and deleted the picture and the name and all that and the dates for the new people. But the current
I update my, I change the title every couple of months, and I change the picture. But I mean, my comments and stuff go back months and months and months at this point.
Oh, I bet. Well, I barely did it this time, so it was only 21 days, because I always do a 21-day challenge, and then the girls are doing that go through. So it was this time to do it.
I like that. And also something I'm terrible at is you check in with the people who are quiet weekly. What kind of calendar system do you use for that?
You know what? I have a little notebook. I have a little notebook. Yes. And one day I just took the time to really go through my member list. And I wrote down the date that I talked to them. And I actually reached out to them and I told them, I know you're not able to post as much, but I would like a weekly accountability check for you. Mm-hmm. So Mondays are my days off. So I asked them if every Monday they would send me a text, email, whatever's convenient, and check in with me. Mm-hmm. And I write the date that they check in. So I know if they skip a week that they're maybe falling off, I can check back with them. So I just have a little notebook where I also keep like their measurements when they check in with me. So everybody has their own little sheet. So I can kind of see when I talk to them.
Interesting. So you tried something similar. You're so smart. God, I'm so behind. That's awesome. That's something I'm definitely
I just started doing that because I was kind of feeling like some people like, hey, what happened to so-and-so? And there's so many people in the group. And I'm like, shoot, but they're still buying Shakeology. So I was like, you know what? I need to
reach out. Yeah. Like I'm really bad. I'm all about the squeaky wheels. And I'm so busy with the squeaky wheels. I forget about those people that aren't so squeaky. And then I'm dropping them through the cracks. I'm not being a good coach. So I'm sure that happens to a lot of us.
Actually, I kind of, because some people I felt like they weren't responding. So I was like, I don't want them to be in the group, but they're still buying Shakeology and they don't respond to me. So I actually posted a video and a post telling them that for the next round, we wanted everybody to recommit to make sure that this journey was still something that they wanted to do right now. And if it wasn't the right time, we understood. And all of a sudden I got all these sleepers coming out. Like I got 3 girls to recommit. So I think, and I kind of said, like, if it's not the right time, we'll remove you from the group. And when you're ready, like, because some people, I think they got overwhelmed with so much members in the group. I felt like my regular ones, it kind of turned them off to see that there was like 90 people because they post pictures of them, in their sports bras, practically half naked. Yeah. Who the hell is this girl? She never posts anything, So, I got quite a few people to recommit, because I feel like if they're in the group, they should, accountability helps. I don't want anybody to blame me if they're not successful. I think it's important to be accountable.
Mm-hmm, totally. And I love that you said you do videos because videos I feel make you so relatable. And I used to be really good about that in my challenge groups and I've sort of just gotten lazy. So I love that you do that. So you do like a video at least once a week or more?
Ooh, more. I'll do random. Like I love before the weekend. I love Monday, sometimes midweek, or sometimes it'll just be a recipe, whatever. And even my girls in the team, I tell them, like, you got challengers, we got to step up. Like if you post one, I won't, so we can keep the group live. Yeah. We just flow off of each other. So I do ask them if they have challengers to go in there and just give them some words of encouragement. Because I do feel like you got to get the love. Like when you read a post for reading something, but when you hear the voice, I'll even post if I'm having a shitty day and I'll be like, you know what? I didn't want to work out. I don't want to do this. I'm human. I am not perfect because they see us as like, oh, she's so, they kind of do it. And I'm like, I'm human too. Had a crappy day. Didn't want to do it. Pushed through, and I'm back and just want you to know I'm human too. I fail. Mm-hmm. It's okay. Like I
so much more relatable. I love it. I love it. And I also love, and I know that Beachbody and Mike Ryan has, I think, a really good call on this too, but how you said, I don't focus on selling, I focus on sharing, and you share your dark stuff too. Like you share about depression and you show when you did not have your figure that you have now, and you shared your journey and you shared your story, and you're really amazing on social media. You really are. Like you can really be connected to, like I feel your pain and I feel your triumph all at the same time. And it's really beautiful how you do that. And I love that you brand yourself. Like you are you. You're not trying to be any other coach. You're not trying to push an Autumn Calabrese photo or Calabrese. I always say that wrong. But I just love how you are you and you sell you and you share you. And I just think that's awesome. And it's really hard to do for some coaches. It really is. And you just do a really good job on that.
That's something that I've been sharing with my coaches a lot, and I noticed the ones that are struggling seem to depend more on like pictures of the products, stuff like that. And a couple of my rock star coaches, and I've had to tell them, look, we're all different. Like you don't have to, because a lot of times they see me as their leader and they think, well, I don't have your story. I don't have that. I'm like, but you have your own story. You have your own story. Yeah, and I'm like, you have to use that. Like one of my coaches, Olivia, she gets it. She writes daily devotionals. She's really her faith, and she's really positive. So she posts a video every day on her Fit page, and that's her. And her page is called Fit, and it's fitness and inspiration. And I'm like, you have to find you. Patricia's son loves our group, and he's all 21 Day Fix. He's 5. So he calls me the 21 Day Fix girl because he would watch my videos, and she says he would be all engaged watching them. So I'm like, dude, that is your coach. So now she shares him in the videos. And I'm like, you have to find your niche, like what works for you. We're all different. So he posts these cute videos in the group, and everybody knows Coach Noah. So I told the girls, I was like,
that's so cute.
Oh, he's freaking adorable. And he'll tell you, like, girls, you have to follow the program. Like, you have to do, and he's 5 years old. So it's like the cutest thing ever, but he's inspired. He loves to watch the videos. And she's like, you should see his face. He like lights up watching the videos. So, you know, and I tell them, I say, find what your passion is. Like, what is it that you like? Like, don't try to do what I do. Find you and use that. I'm like, whoever signed up with you, they already picked you. Like, they already picked you for a reason. So you need to keep reminding them why they picked you and not another coach. They already like you. So, you know, you don't have to try to impress anybody. You know, you just got to keep being you. And so I think that's really important, just to be like, you, Whit, you're freaking real. We all know you don't give a shit, and that's why we love you. You know what I mean?
How many fucks I give? No.
Yeah. So that's something I do share with my coaches, that they just have to find like their passion and not be scared to share it, you know, to be open, because they're always.
I like that you said their niche, because I feel like, and I definitely suffered from this, especially in the beginning. I wanted to help everyone. But it's like, I'm not everyone's cup of tea, you know, like I need to focus on women. I need to focus on women, or like, you know, within 5 to 10 years of my age group. Like, I don't do well with men. Like, I don't connect with men very well. You know, I don't need to help everyone. Like, finding your niche is really, really hard. But once you do, your business soars so much better. When you, like, because every post that you do should be targeted towards a specific person, preferably someone similar to you. Because if you can't have a broad, like vitamins, for example, there used to be one multivitamin. Now there's, you know, women's vitamin, prenatal vitamins, men's vitamins. Guess what? Their business is soaring because everybody's buying their specific niche. Anyway, Misty, I know you for sure have questions for Myrna.
I want you to share a little bit about like your time, because you are obviously working, you're a mom. So how do you incorporate and schedule your blocks of time, and how do you let that all play out into your life every week?
Gosh, a lot of patience from my hubby, I'll tell you that. I think that's something that it takes time to develop. I know in the beginning, I think it's normal for all of us to be all over the place, and kind of, because everything, I don't know, when you just start and you're, you know, and then I was blessed to have a lot of challengers, but at the same time I was like, oh shit, I have all these people, like, what do I do with them? So I have had to work on it. Like I said, my time management, I block out the time. My challenge groups, I split it up in 3 days. Mondays are my day off, which is great for me. I use that day to I'm trying to work a lot on my Fit page. I've been trying to promote on there, and I have noticed, and I've been trying to figure out what works best for me, what's getting the more likes, and my videos and my recipes are getting so much feedback. So I'm trying to figure out what people like from me. I have posted a couple invites to Sneak Peek, and I pay to promote them. And I hadn't got anybody that wants to coach, but I've been getting challengers, and I was like, what the heck? Like, no questions asked. I'm like, okay, they like my videos. I'm going to, you know, so honestly, the time management has been something that I'm still working with. I've been playing with stuff now that I have my son in school, but I stay up late, and I think it's normal. And I feel like the first year, it's always going to be a little bit harder. Just like any business, I think you have to sacrifice a little bit in the beginning. It's never going to be easy, because I do feel all over the place, but I feel like the payoff in a couple years will be worth it, and I'll be working smarter, not harder. And right now I have to work hard. I just really, really do my best. And on the times that I'm feeling overwhelmed, I unplug. Like last week was my son's first week of school. I completely unplugged. I made sure I reached out to my coaches to be like, hey, and I do the same thing for them. When I see that they're feeling overwhelmed, I tell them to unplug. and to not do anything and just, you know, go with your family, do that. Because when you stop loving it is when it becomes like a job. And I don't want it to feel like a job, you know, and on those days that I'm really, really feeling overwhelmed, I have to remind myself, like at Super Saturday a while back, one of the coaches, like, you know, when you feel overwhelmed, she said, she asked one of her coaches, what would happen if you quit tomorrow? And I was like, it really made me think, and I was like, oh, 30 girls may quit because of me. Like, I can't quit. Like, I have 30 loyal people that I changed their lives in one way, or I'm trying to. Like, this is important. Like, I have to just sacrifice. So really, really, I've been trying to block my time in the morning early, at lunch, and I stay up late. After the kids go to sleep, I will stay up till midnight or whatever. And it is hard right now, but I enjoy it. So, working on the business, I try to do a lot on the weekends, like trying to recruit or working on my like page, things like that, because my husband works, so I am home. So that is one thing that I do have time on the weekend. I'm just here with my kids and they're playing or napping. So I just try to figure out which day works best for me for certain things. Like, honestly, weekdays are great for my challengers because I can do morning, my lunchtime, and the evening. And I know that Sundays and Mondays for me are my days that my husband's at work, I'm at home with the kids, and I can work on recruiting. I do weekly Zoom calls, or I meet with my girls, and we have all decided that we will wake up every Sunday at 7 a.m. and meet at Starbucks to not sacrifice family time. And it works for us. We'll meet and we brainstorm and think about challenges we want to do, or free challenges. So, you know, we all came to the agreement so our hubbies don't get pissed that sometimes you just got to sacrifice and wake up a little earlier. And nobody wants to be up Sunday at 7 except for our crazy asses. But we have fun. So I think time management is one that it's a work in progress. And even for me, I'm just trying to find things that work for me and still working on it. Still working on it. But I love it. But I don't ever want to quit. Like, every once in a while, I'll be like, I'm done with this shit. I'm so tired. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm just being dramatic. I'm not going to quit, you know? But, you know, so.
That's when it's time to go to bed at that time.
Yeah, it's like, unplug. No,
that's when it's time to unplug.
And you know what? I don't know if any of the coaches, when they watch this, I know that something that I struggled with in the beginning that I try to teach my coaches, because I had a hard time with it, is the challenge groups, like not letting them consume you so much, feeling like everybody needs you 24/7. Like, it's okay, they can wait a little bit. Mm-hmm. I struggled with that in the beginning. You want to give them support, but we can't be available 24/7. We can't, you know, we have our lives too. We have to take care of ourselves. And so I teach my coaches when they come in, like, it's okay. It's okay if you don't respond right away. I've been telling them, set your business hours. And I actually did that with my group. And I told them that Mondays are my days for weekly coach calls or check-ins. So if you need something from me or a personal phone call, like, Monday is my day. So I am trying to also set business hours in my group because I have so much people and I have to find balance there. That sometimes is what gets overwhelming, is when you have so many people, you know, and you want to respond right away. No. And so I told my coaches, like, Patricia starting her challenge group, and I said, from the day one, set your schedule. Like, tell them this is when I'm available, so they know from the get what to expect. And, you know, you're not going to give. I said, I kind of didn't do that, and now my people are adapting to my hours, which is good. They actually are happy that they have like a weekly day that I'm like dedicating to them. Like, this day is all for you. They love it. You know, they're like, cool. So that's something that's really important too for the coaches that get overwhelmed in the group. Set your hours and stick to them, because they will survive without you for one night. They'll be there at 5 a.m. So that's pretty much it, I think. I think that time management for all of us coaches is a little cray-cray.
Yeah, and everybody's different. Everybody has their own stuff going on. But I like what you say, like, set your hours and stick to them. Mm-hmm. And it's important. It's important to schedule time for your workouts. It's important to schedule time for when you're going to, like, I have my Facebook hours. Like, I tell my coaches, people think I'm crazy. I don't check my notifications. I get on Facebook, I check my messages, and then I go to my, like, important posts. Like, if I'm like, what did I post yesterday? Did I post about a challenge group yesterday? I go to there. I see if there's any messages I need to respond to. I go to my last 3 posts that I did, and if there's people that I need to respond to on there, I respond. But I don't go and waste my time on my notifications, because that's where I get sucked in, and that's when I get into Facebook land. So I'm sure I miss some stuff here and there, but you know what? It saves me and it saves my brain and it saves my time. Because I mean, if I don't check my Facebook every hour or so, I'll have 90 notifications or something like that. You know, it's like, I don't need to know that, 50 people liked this photo, because I already went and checked it and saw that this many liked it and these are who I commented and whatever. Anyway, I'm getting off topic now, but.
No, that's good, because you know what? I'm glad you said that, because I do have a problem with that, because in my group, I have 1 million notifications.
Yeah. I shut that off. All my groups, I don't even get notifications on. I shut them off. I don't check my notifications unless I'm like waiting in a doctor's office and I've got shit else going on. And then I'm like, oh, do. But really, I don't have time to do that. I don't have time to go through all my notifications. I go to my important posts. I go to my last 3 posts. I go to my messages. I go to my like page. And I do birthdays every morning. That's part of my like morning Facebook hour, but I make sure to wish whoever's birthday it is happy birthday. And yeah, notifications just will suck you in. That's the time waster right there, I think.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Anyway, thank you so much. You gave us, I seriously have 5 pages of notes right here. And a little heart face by your name. But yeah, this was such good stuff. I really, really appreciate you doing this for us. Misty, did you have anything else? Paige, did you have any more questions?
I don't think so. I just think you're a rock star.
You're so amazing. I know. Thank you for sharing all your stuff. And what I love about you is like, there's no like secrets about this. You're just like real. Like like you said, like you just create trust. You reach out to people. Sometimes you stay up till midnight. Like you just put in the work and you do your time and you care about people and you care about yourself. And I mean, you just share your journey, and that's what this whole thing is about. And it's just so beautiful right? Like that's what this business is about. Like it's not that hard, but it is a lot of work.
It is. And you know what? I just want to share real quick that I think a lot of my people, they're like, where do you find people? And I'm like, you know what's funny? Sometimes I post searching for 5 women. I don't even get 1 woman. It's from referrals. It's because I build these relationships. I can honestly tell you probably every single one of my challengers has referred me 1 or 2 people. Like, so that's why I do value those groups. Like, I feel like I take care of them. They take care of me right back.
And you ask for that, right? They're not just sending you people.
No, they send me people. No, it's not like they just send me.
Created like a relationship with them.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And then do you ask for the referrals, or it just like kind of happens naturally because you check in on them weekly and
to be honest, it's happened naturally for me. I do ask at the end of every group, but most of my girls, they just send me people. They're like, hey, so-and-so needs help, and they know that they trust me. So they want to send me their family members or their friends, So a lot of it, I really think, is about building those relationships. When you build a good relationship, they trust you. Right. And everybody knows somebody that needs help. Everybody. And if you treat them good, they're going to treat you good and think about you. So, but I do ask, I think at the end of every challenge group, I ask, but I just put it in the wall. I don't actually even message them. Yeah. I just post it in the group. If you want somebody, refer them to me. Right. I do a referral thing, so they know, like sometimes they send me a couple people. I give them a gift. I always think about them. I'll give them an E&D, or I'll give them a box of protein bars, or 2 people that enroll, they always will get something, and I keep track of it. And if it doesn't have to be the same month, I know who takes care of me. Mm-hmm. So I try to remember to give them gifts and things like that.
Good. We get gifts from Beachbody and our upline and stuff like that. So I love that. Yeah, definitely. That's good. Referral gifts. That's good. Yeah, but it is from the time that you spend. Like, I think you do this like way more than I do for sure, is you actually reach out to them, check in with them weekly. You make sure that no stone is left unturned. That's why you're up till midnight. But no, I love that. I love your passion. Your passion is so inspiring, and thank you so much for sharing it with us, because really I needed to hear a lot of this stuff. Because I think I did it for a while, and I think at this point I've gotten to a point where I have so many people under me that I'm kind of like, but really I need to just shut the fuck up and do it. Because that's ultimately what this business is about, right? To help as many people as we possibly can live the lives that they want to live. Mm-hmm. So, sorry, Paige, is your daughter listening? Did I say a bad word? I don't even know.
So it's all good.
Okay. All right. Well, that's all I have. Myrna, do you have any closing statement or anything? I'm so appreciative for you doing this for me. Thank you.
No, just thank you guys for having me on there. And I think you guys are all freaking rock stars too, just so you know. Yeah. I always say I want to be like Whitney when I grow up.
Oh, please. Well, if you ever want me to do a call for your team, I'm happy to. So just let me know. Yeah, of course. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much.
Love you too. Miss you so much.
Miss you. 2 more weeks.
2 more weeks.
See you guys. Bye.